students, in previous lectures, you were studying about the atomic structure of atom, and the last lecture is based on Bohr-Bariski. Now, students, today we are going to discuss about the electronic configuration of atoms. And what is the significance of electronic configuration also we are going to know. First of all, we are going to discuss about the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration of atoms of element. Students, the electronic configuration of atoms of elements is based upon the nuclear model of atom as suggested by Neil Bohr. According to Neil Bohr, the innermost central part of the atom is said to be nucleus that contains the number of proton and the neutron of atom. The whole mass of atom is found inside the nucleus, and around the nucleus there are spherical orbitals. These orbitals are called cells or energy levels. First, we are going to know about these cells or energy levels. After that, it makes more easy to configure the electronic configuration of any elements. These are the spherical orbitals, and the name of these orbitals was given by Neil Bohr as K, L, M, N, O, likewise, and the number given to these orbitals as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These numbers are known as the principal quantum number. What? The principal quantum number. The principal quantum number is best used in the Bohr-Bariski with the formula 2n square. With the help of this formula 2n square, we are able to determine the number of electrons in each and every energy level cell are, you can say that, the orbitals. These are orbitals, cells are energy levels. Energy levels. If we taking the cell K, L, M, N and comparing with the formula 2n square, then the maximum number of electron can be determined as, in the K cell there exists 2 electrons. In the L cell, there is existence of 8 electrons. In M cell, there is existence of 18 electrons. In M cell, there is existence of 32 electrons, as can be determined the Bohr-Bariski using the formula 2n square for each and every energy level. Thus students, beside them there are also subsets. More about subsets you all of you know in the higher class, but here I want to describe these subsets and how much number of electrons are present in each and every kind of subsets. These are sets, and here the subsets, also called sub-energy levels. The K cell has only one subcell, that is S. The L cell has two subcells, S and P. The M cell has three subcells, S, P and D. Whereas the N cell has the highest number of subcells, S, P, D, F. This is also called the SPDF system, which was given by Abbaugh. And more about these subcells, you study in the higher class. What are the number of highest or maximum number of electrons in these subcells? If we are taking about the formula 2n square, then we find that it has the total number of electrons 2, here 8, here 18, and this has 32 electrons. Likewise, the highest number of electrons in these subcells S, P, D and F can be taken as the S subcells has 2 electrons, P has 6 electrons, D has 10 electrons and F has 14 electrons. Let us take an example to determine a nuclear structure of atoms of an element, and also I will describe the subcells electronic configuration with the help of subcells, that is also called the SPDF system. Here I take atom of element calcium. What is the atomic number of calcium? Is 20. It means the total number of electrons in the calcium is 20. Now, here I take the cell K, L, M, N. According to Bohr scheme, we can fill the number of electrons to 8. According to Bohr scheme, the last cell cannot have more than 2 electrons if the pre-existing cell is not completely filled. Then, students, in M cell, the maximum number of electrons will be 18. But here, the calcium atom has only 20 electrons, in which 2 electrons is filled in K cell, 8 electrons in L cell. Now the remaining number of electrons is 10. But according to Bohr scheme, in the outermost cell, we cannot fill more than 9 electrons. Hence, here I filled 8 electrons and then 2 electrons. This is due to the SPDF system. How? Look at here. Electronic configuration. That is not necessary to fill the number of electrons in the cell as mentioned in the formula 2n square. The smaller subsets are firstly filled in the electronic configuration of each and every atoms. After that, the electron is further filled into the higher subset. First, the number of electrons is filled in the atoms of elements. In the lower subcell, it means S cell, and further they are going to fill into the P cell, and further going to fill into the D cell, and if the remaining electrons are present in the atoms of elements, then the remaining number of electrons is to be filled into the F cells, as mentioned here, the maximum number of electrons in each subcells. Then, according to SPDF, the electronic configuration of the calcium 1s2, here 1 represents the principal number of the cell. It means K for K cell 1, for L cell 2, for M cell 3, and for N cell 4. 1s2. Now we are talking about the second cell, second energy level, 2s2, 2p6. It's all the cells is completely filled because it has 8 electrons. 2 electrons is filled into the S cell, and the remaining 6 electrons is filled into the P cell. Thus, its cell is completely filled. Now the further electrons are going into the third energy level, and it can be illustrated as 3s2, 3p6. The electrons are in the third energy level. That's why no number of electrons is filled into the D subcell, as mentioned here. M cell contain the maximum number of electrons is 18, but if the electron is not sufficiently present, then here is no required to fill the number of electrons into the D cell. Further, it passes into the third energy level, and number of electrons is filled into the third sub-cell or sub-energy level 3s2. Thus, the electronic configuration according to SPDF system of calcium can be given as. Now, students, to gives the system of electronic configuration, one thing is more required, that is to find out the number of electron, proton and neutron in the given elements, in the atoms of given elements. How you could determine the number of electrons in the given atoms? Just after known about atomic number, mass number, isotopes and isobars. First, here we are going to describe about the atomic number. Atomic number. Students, what are atomic number? The atomic number are not just, it is the number of electron or number of proton present in an element. Students, hence the atomic number may be defined as the number of electrons is equal to number of protons present in an atom of elements. This is also the formula to determine the number of electron or number of proton in an atom. According to Rutherford, the number of electron and number of proton in an atom is always equal. It is denoted by the capital letter Z. Now, students, we are going to know about the atomic mass. Atomic mass or mass number. It is denoted by the capital letter A. Now, students, what is atomic mass? First, may be defined as the total number of electron or proton plus number of neutron present in an atom. It means because the number of electron and number of proton in an atom is equal, then atomic mass may be also defined the total number of proton plus total number of neutron present in an atom is equal to the atomic number or atomic mass. Atomic number previously also known as atomic number, but it is not perfect to say that atomic number, hence it is known as atomic mass. Thus, students, atomic mass may be defined as the total number of proton and total number of neutron present in the nucleus of an atom is known as the atomic mass of an atom of element. This formula helps in determining the number of electrons, protons and neutrons present in elements of atoms. Here I gave some examples and you also solve likewise from the atomic number 1 to 30 in your answer book. Now here I take example of some elements. Number of electron, number of proton and number of neutron with their symbol. The electron is represented by a small letter E, proton can be represented by small letter P and neutron by small letter N. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, neon. I also write their symbols. Hydrogen is represented by the symbol H, helium He, lithium Li, beryllium Pe, boron B, carbon C, nitrogen by N, oxygen by O, chlorine by F and neon by Ne. Now the number of electrons present in hydrogen is 1. Number of electron in helium 2, lithium 3, boron is 4, beryllium is 4, boron has 5, carbon has 6, nitrogen has 7, oxygen has 8, chlorine has 9 and neon has 10. From where we find the number of electrons? Students, here I write the atomic number and mass number with the help of their symbols. Likewise, if X is an element, then Z is its atomic number and A is atomic mass. Likewise, here also I write the atomic number and mass number of each and every elements so that you can easily determine the number of electron, proton and neutron of nine atoms. 1H1 and here 2He4. The mass number of helium is 4. 3Li7, 4 Be8, B5 9, C6 12, 7N 14, O8 16, 9F 18, and here neon 10, Ne 18 also. Fluorine has 17.4.99. It can be taken as F17. Here is the number of electron, means the atomic number. That's why as it is I write here. Number of electron and proton of any elements are always equal. Then you can also write as it is according to their atomic number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. But the number of neutrons could be determined by subtracting the atomic mass into atomic number. It means here I write the formula Z minus A. Then we find that the hydrogen atom has no neutrons. It is exception that the hydrogen elements has no neutrons. Now helium has 2, lithium has 7 minus 3, 4, beryllium has also 4 neutrons, the boron has also 4 neutrons, the carbon has 6 neutrons, nitrogen has 7 neutrons, oxygen has 8 neutrons, fluorine has 8 neutrons, and the neon has 8 neutrons. Thus, students, with the help of this formula, you can determine the number of electron, proton, and neutron. Thanks, students, for joining today's lecture.